Good morning from your Farmville News team. I'm Haley Cunningham.
And I'm Dalton Floyd. Thank you for joining us today. Here are your top stories from around Virginia.
For our first story, we're going to kick it to our field reporter, Joe Leonarkis.
Every year around Halloween, something genuinely scary happens across the country. I got the opportunity to visit Longwood University to make sure safety was of the utmost importance this spooky season. With today being Halloween, I decided to go to Longwood University's campus so I could ask a few questions and make sure that you all would be able to stay safe on Halloween.
The biggest recommendation we can make, if you're going to a party, everybody have Halloween parties, just use basic common sense. Don't drink anything that you don't know what it is. Someone walks up and say, here, drink this, don't drink that, and just don't try to overdo it. And for those ones who are not participating in alcohol and stuff like that, the biggest thing we can tell them, if they see something, say something. We don't take any call as a petty call. We take every call as a real call, so someone could be in need.
Young adults are going to have just as much fun on Halloween as kids, so need to make wise decisions. And certainly if you're going out and drinking, yeah, you definitely don't need to be driving at all, so make sure that you either have a designated driver or that you're doing it legally in the confines of a place that you're not going to be getting in trouble for.
I also spoke with Paul about how kids can stay safe on Halloween as well.
It's important to make sure that kids are taking some precautions to be safe. I think, again, having a parent with them or some sort of supervision is helpful, especially when they're not even a preteen yet, or if you're in a community that's not lit very well, making sure that there's proper lighting, flashlights, glow bands. I think those are important. And trusting that you know the neighborhood that you're walking around through as well. Well, this year is the first year we let our son actually choose his own real scary outfit because he wanted to be something scary. And so because of that, he's dressed pretty much all in black. So definitely going to make sure that there's like a flashlight and some glow bands, things, so we make sure that as it gets darker that people can see him. I think it's important to make sure that kids have flashlights if they're going to be out after dark. I think making sure that kids have an adult with them that can help supervise and make sure that even though that they're being all excited, that they're being safe when they're crossing streets, and making sure that they're aware of their environment.
Lieutenant Johnson shares a pretty interesting fact about Virginia's laws as well.
As you know, the state statute is against the law for anybody above the age of 12 to wear a mask unless it's Halloween. And just basically the biggest thing we can say, if you see something that doesn't look right, say something. There's blue phones everywhere, 911, call 2091. Just let us know what's going on so we can get there and make sure it is what it is.
This has been Joe Leonarkis with Com 355. Back to the studio.
With the cost of attending college skyrocketing, some students don't know where they will get their next meal. Haley Cunningham visited Elwood's Cabinet, a student organization working to alleviate food scarcity on Longwood's campus.
Not only do college students stress over their schoolwork, but also where they will find their next meal. However, the campus food pantry, Elwood's Cabinet, is making sure that no student goes hungry. I got a chance to sit down with volunteer coordinator Alexa Lavinka for more.
To me, I think the real mission of Elwood's Cabinet is to recognize that not everyone is fortunate, and no student should have to really choose between where their money and resources should go.
I also had the opportunity to sit down with Executive Director Catherine Swinsky.
Elwood's Cabinet was first made by SGA and Wesley Foundation, and through my role in SGA, kind of got brought into Elwood's Cabinet. And once I saw how many students on campus rely on Elwood's Cabinet every week, that's when I knew I wanted to take a leadership position. So last year I was the director of donations, and then as most of our executive board graduated, I took the role of executive director. We want to create a comfortable environment for people to come and get their groceries, anything they need, with no judgment, and yeah.
Reporting live for Com 355, I'm Haley Cunningham. Back to you in the studio.
We'll be right back after this short commercial break. Stick around.
Welcome back to the Farmville News team. On Sunday, November 3rd, the anonymous whistleblower who triggered the impeachment inquiry into President Donald Trump agreed to answer written questions from House Republicans while under oath. Trump has demanded that the whistleblower come forward and unveil their name and answer questions. But at this time, House Republicans have not released a statement on if they will agree to the whistleblower's offer.
Last week, the NCAA agreed to allow college athletes to make money off of the use of their name and from endorsements. This marks a sharp change from their previous stance on paying athletes. In the past, they have stuck to a strict code of amateurism, but following the passage of a California law demanding that student athletes be paid and national pressure in Congress to do the same, the NCAA backed down.
The Richmond Symphony visited Longwood University on October 27th, accompanied by a wide variety of talent. Here's Dalton Floyd with the story.
The Richmond Symphony visited Longwood University on October 27, 2019 in Jarman Auditorium. It featured guests such as Roderick Cox, the conductor, as well as the guest singer Brandy Sutton. I had the chance to sit down with both Dr. Kinzer and Brandy Sutton to get their thoughts on the evening.
The symphony has been to Longwood more than a dozen times in the past, over a lot of years. They came to visit. They occasionally give concerts outside of Richmond. And they've stopped at Longwood in the 1990s. It goes back to, and they came to Longwood and gave concerts in Jarman Auditorium a couple of times back then. But starting about 10 years ago, we contacted them and began to work with them so that we could have them come to Longwood every year. Roderick Cox is the first person to be interviewed for the ongoing permanent job as a conductor. So it was exciting for us to be able to see what kinds of talents he brings to it, and I thought he did a magnificent job with the symphony.
I am Brandy Sutton, and I am an opera singer, and I'm here today performing with the Richmond Symphony Orchestra. A very good friend of mine is one of their music director candidates, Roderick Cox, and he invited me to come sing Samuel Barber's Knoxville Summer of 1915. So I did a show last night in Richmond, and now we're here at the university today. I really want to put together a one-woman show. I also want to just be able to sing and live comfortably doing only that.
For Com 355, my name is Dalton Floyd. Back to you guys in the station.
Thank you, Dalton. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us. For everyone behind the scenes, I'm Haley Cunningham.
And I'm Dalton Floyd. We'll see you right back here tomorrow, so stay classy, Farmville.